Hey, you. Yes, come closer. I see you clicked this video because maybe you're a new player and you got addicted to this game just like everyone else. Or you've been playing this game for a while and you're just shit. Either way, I'm here to give you 8 tips on why you might suck. Quick disclaimer, you won't become Shroud after this video is over, but I guess you could be one step closer. To start off, map spawns. When playing as a PMC, you will have a number of set spawn locations. These will change and do not guarantee a player will spawn at every point, but it's always good to watch out for where players could spawn. Many times I have either killed someone 30 seconds into the raid because I know where to look, or have been killed rushing for hard zones like Resort. This is the map of Shoreline and it took me one quick Google search to find this. I would recommend you do the same for any map you play. Number 2 is advanced mechanics, and I'm not talking about general first person shooter games knowledge like good aim or re-peeking same angle or flanking the enemy. I'm talking about Tarkov mechanics. Once you get used to Tarkov mechanics like step left or step right, blind fire nades down a corridor to not get shot, I can promise you're gonna catch the enemy off guard. Also, they will be adding prone peek left and right very soon, and I can't wait to use on a pimped motherfucker trying to push me while all my limbs are borderline falling off my body, just for him to add me and wish for a speeding school bus to hit me on the way to the gym. Also, hitting the gym is how you get your strength up. Number 3 is laser pointers. Hip firing with a laser pointer will give you increased accuracy when spraying in close combat, eliminating the aim down sight time completely, as spread is not affected, and if so, barely. If you're rocking a pimped out M4, HK or whatever you like to run, slapping a laser pointer is a necessary and extremely cheap addition, in which my opinion is 100% worth it. The blue laser sight is the cheapest, but also the most visible option, followed by red and then green. Green being close to invisible when outside. While inside, I would highly recommend the AN/PEC 15 tactical laser device, which gives you the hip fire accuracy bonus while also not projecting any laser that could give away your position. If you're only just starting to use laser pointers, I would recommend you use a blue laser sight into the red then green to slowly learn where to aim while hip firing. I personally use a Clash flashlight and laser pointer in one, as I'm still not confident with my hip fire aim. Number 4, flashlights. There's been way too many times where I've walked upstairs knowing damn well there's a guy just waiting there for me, only for me to see nothing and a second later get sprayed down by a player who I thought was just a trash bag placed there by Battle State to show me where I belong, resulting in me saying fuck this game and quit for 5 minutes until my addiction starts craving again. All of this could be avoided by simply using, you guessed it, a flashlight. Sure, it might give away your position, but if you're pushing an enemy 9 out of 10 times, they will hear you from a mile away and already be holding an angle on you. The flashlight will not only give you more vision of them, but also take some vision away from the guy you're pushing. You could even mount 4 of these bad boys and become Jesus. Number 5, prone spraying. If you're on a scav run or just too broke to even think about modding out a gun, as even a budget loadout can cost over 200k easily, with the gun alone being half of that, laying prone will always give your gun incredibly small recoil. In this clip I have a pimped out HK worth over 300k and a default HK costing me about 50. And as you can see, the default HK actually has smaller recoil than the higher one, simply because I went prone. You can go prone when trying to spray long distances or when someone is pushing you. However, if someone chucks a nade anywhere near you, you're most likely fucked, since being prone has close to no mobility, while also needing a few seconds to stand up and run, so use this at your own risk. Number 6, communication. If you have no friends or you're just a greedy piece of shit who doesn't want to share any loot, I would recommend you skip this point, as this is about teamwork and team communication. When you're all split up, every member should update the position. For example, I'm moving to 2nd floor, or is anyone on top floor? This will eliminate confusion, which can lead to hesitation when shooting someone you believe is not part of your team. Otherwise, you'll end up like this guy.
Oh no. That's me, redneck!
Oh my god.
I'm dead. Fuck off, man.
Shit, well that's awkward.
They were outside and you killed me!
You spooked me out because I lost you!
Yeah, because Ben was peeking that, so I went into the other room. Oh.
Anything valuable on you guys? Oh, and don't worry, I didn't give up without a fight. Learning callouts for maps or just agreeing on your own custom callouts with your friends will dramatically help when trying to close in and surround an enemy, as instead of one pair of eyes you will have 2 to 4 depending on your team size, giving the enemy much less maneuverability. A good flank could easily tear up your opponent and leave them confused with their hands on their inflated ego, questioning if you're a hacker, because there's no way you're better than them. Also, if you're all grouped up peeking one at a time, to take one-on-one aim duels is the dumbest thing you could do. Sure, everyone wants to be a hero, but if you end up dying, not only do you look like a clown, but also you get no gear out of the raid. Here's a perfect example of this almost 1v4 clutch I did, where I got a bit too hyped and died due to my own stupidity. In here.
Found a grenade, that's worth it.
What? I got one. He had a pimp M4, bro.
Where are they?
Top floor, top floor.
I have a nade? Where are they?
No, I killed him. I didn't see anyone else. I didn't see it. Yep.
I hear him.
He's down there.
Nading. Naded it.
He's on the left side, That nade fucked up.
He's in the door.
I think I got him.
Yeah, I hear him. He's
Oh, there's another one. I think I got that guy too.
That was a flashbang?
Do you want to push up? I'm pretty sure I killed them all.
I don't know, I hear them.
You do?
Yep. Yeah. Right side of you.
It may be coming under us.
I'm checking behind.
Yeah, check the stairs. Chucking a nade.
He could be above us,
Nice. That's him, right?
me.
Yeah, that's us.
He's running.
That's me. I'm gonna push up to the bodies. Wow, this flag. Yep, two dead. 3 dead. I see him.
Where?
He's in this room in front of me. Wow, I'm out of ammo. Come, quick. He's in this room.
How do I get around there?
You have to go around the door. This is where I mess up. I see him with a fast MT and pretty juicy gear, but I still decide to peek him on my own. Number 7, FOV and aim. This is a tricky one since 50 FOV allows you to spot enemies much more clearly while giving you a bigger base model to shoot at. But 75 FOV will give you double the peripheral vision, while also making enemies further away harder to spot. 50 FOV makes your magnification sights smaller while reflex sights bigger, and the higher FOV you go these effects switch around. There's also a bug with 75 FOV where your laser pointers do not line up to where you're shooting, but this doesn't always happen. FOV is clearly explained in this video and I would recommend you watch it if you're unsure with your current FOV settings. I still personally stick to 75 FOV as it gives me more self-awareness and double the peripheral vision. It's something you can't improve, while aiming at small objects can be improved on. I'm yet to try an FOV in between 50 and 75, and I doubt I will be since I'm too stubborn and it would take some getting used to. Your aiming sensitivity is highly recommended to be fairly low. If you have used high sensitivity your whole life, I would recommend you to lower that and just get used to it. I have never met anyone who uses high sensitivity in FPS games like CSGO and consistently stays a high rank while also maintaining consistent good aim throughout many other highly competitive games. I can already see someone in the comments saying, "Oh, I hit Global Elite on CSGO with 2000 sensitivity. Good for you, man." But most people have lower sensitivity. Transferring aim between games, one of the best ways to replicate aim is by moving your mouse at a steady, consistent pace from one side of your mousepad to another and roughly measuring the angle of which you turn at by the end of your movement. Number 8 is looting. On many maps, loot is actually more lucrative than player kills. Take Shoreline for example. The houses near the tunnel extract can easily give you a profit of at least 400k each time, and 400k being you find no keys and no rare items. I have left the houses on many occasions with over 1 mil worth of loot without even encountering a player. Some residents sleep as shit right there, but profit's profit, right? When looting players, you want to prioritize items worth a decent amount that also don't take up much slots like IFAKs, grenades and magazines. and if they have fairly expensive ammo. When running out of space, I like to do a quick maths equation of items based off how expensive it is divided by how many slots it takes. It doesn't really take a genius to work that out. But if you're a bit special, why not have a calculator out? This way you can calculate your place too. And yes, my 1v3 clutch got stopped because of a fucking bullet ricochet. I left timestamps for each point in the video if you want to go back and rewatch one of the points I made. If you guys liked the video, let me know to make a part 2 because this game has too much shit to cover. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and flame me in the comments. I've taken off abuse already.